Today I'm at the most iconic tower in the world, 125 meters high in the favorite spot of lovers, the Eiffel Tower. On its second floor is the restaurant Le Jules Verne with 2 Michelin stars, breathtaking views, and a legendary chef in charge, Frédéric Anton. Through its tables have passed world leaders and Hollywood celebrities. They say this place is a jewel of hot cuisine, and today we are going to find out. At first we thought we had to wait in that long line to get in. Then the doorman came over and told us that the restaurant had a VIP entrance exclusively for diners. He let us through and very kindly guided us to the restaurant's entrance. Soon we reached a private elevator and began to rise higher and higher. Once inside, the receptionist guided us to our table. We were blown away by the views, with the Trocadero Gardens and the Palais de Chaillot in the background. They say more than 7,000 couples a year choose this romantic place to get engaged. On our table, we found a porcelain book honoring the name of the restaurant, inspired by the French writer Jules Verne. Soon after, they served us the first appetizer, a crispy tartlet filled with white asparagus, decorated with the texture of a flan. Then they offered us the tasting menu options, 3, 5 or 7 courses. We chose the most complete one. They also showed us the wine list, and we chose the 6-glass pairing recommended by the sommeliers. Honestly, first impressions were wonderful. They bring warm, crunchy bread with butter. Butter is my weakness. I taste it, then immediately reach for another bite. Soon, the third appetizer appears, foie gras. I dig to the bottom to catch the tiny nuggets of foie. They dissolve the moment they touch my palate, perfectly tempered. When they poured the first wine, I couldn't believe where I was. Dining at the Eiffel Tower was a dream come true. I was so moved, I barely followed the waiter's explanations. Then the first course, lobster with apple foam, served with an impeccable presentation, sweet with a very original touch, almost like a dessert. They poured the second pairing, nearly a full glass. These are usually half pours, but not tonight, surprisingly generous. I noticed that the hue is a little softer, less luminous than the previous glass. Second dish was a priced morel mushroom in French, served with exquisite comté, a perfect match with the morel cream. The sauce was delicious, the comté was crispy. Then I decided to try it all together, comté with the mushroom cream. It was divine. Le Jules Verne has 3 elegant rooms, Trocadero, Quai Branly and Champs de Mars, each with unique Paris views, sitting up to 80 guests and a team of 130 including waiters and sommeliers. When tasting this wonderful wine, it was drier on the palate with nutty overtones. I love this style, just a whisper of sweetness and a distinctive accent. The signature dish arrived, a paper-thin beetroot bale hiding a langoustine ravioli. For me, the contrast was striking. Sweet langoustine, earthy beetroot, and savory parmesan. The presentation was spectacular. We connected with Fabiola, with one of the waitresses. She made an exception and moved us to the front row. Paris at our feet. It was a wonderful place to share with the ones you love. I was there with one of my children. I didn't know what it would cost, but I was already thinking it would be worth it. As we soak in the view, almost forgetting the food, they poured a wonderful sake to accompany the next star. Turbot with beurre blanc with tiny drops of yuzu. With only 2 courses left, it hardly mattered. I was completely lost in the view. A place for a proposal or to toast an I do, unforgettable. If you are after a once-in-a-life experience, this place is unlike anywhere else. We move on to a dish wrapped in a delicate vegetable layer, with lamb at the center. I tasted the meat first, cooked to medium. It could have been a bit more tender, but the quality stood out. Service was thoughtful, with frequently cutlery changes, generous wine pours, and a team that truly loved explaining each pairing and plate. And now I'm going to toast to all my viewers with a glass of red, my favorite. If you enjoy this kind of honest videos, please subscribe. The mains were lobster, morel, langoustine, turbot, and lamb. My top 3 were the morel, the lobster with apple, and the lamb. Then a couple surprise arrived, an extra course of cured cheese with truffle and a glossy meat juice for €35. They suggested we should mix it all together. Wow, that juice! Wow. I tried it with bread, truffle, meat, potato, and cheese came together beautifully. Don't miss it, it's amazing. After the cheese, desserts began with a curious pre-dessert. Rhubarb with warm spices, yogurt ice cream, and a ginger sauce, designed to prepare the palate for the final. Sweet and spicy, a well-judged contrast. I love ginger, and it gave the final touch. Simple, clean, and pink, perfectly executed. Then a 10-year-old pour to pair with the final dessert. By then, the dining room had emptied. We were alone. We wanted to show you the restaurant's interior. The aura of calm and quiet luxury felt magical. We'd been here for 3.5 hours, and they simply flew by. As you know, time is relative. To close this amazing menu at Jules Verne, a chocolate duo, the romantic touch that should never be missing. Fine chocolate in two forms, one chill, one warm. I started with a cold element, soft and creamy, melting in the mouth like wet chocolate ice cream, with a clean, silky finish. Then the warm souffle, with no heaviness at all, smooth and airy. I personally prefer the souffle. With a 10-year-old pour, the flavors open up. And I'll admit, I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but this was without a doubt my favorite dish on the menu. Just look at the plate I left behind, spotless, an incredible chocolate souffle, the perfect ending. Enjoying dining at Le Jules Verne was true luxury, not only for the location, but for the daily logistics with almost no storage space. I found it admirable that a chef like Frédéric Anton commits to top-level cuisine in such a touristic landmark. This restaurant is a hidden jewel inside the Eiffel Tower. Today, it earned a place in my top 5. Then came the moment of truth, the bill. We had shared 2 full tasting menus. The price was high, of course, but for me, it was a once-in-a-life experience to share with someone I truly love, worth every euro. In the end, if I had to sum up Le Jules Verne in 3 pillars, a prime location, breathtaking views, and service at the highest level, framed by the Eiffel Tower, it became a singular experience, the kind of evening that lingers long after it ends. Thank you for being here. If you like it, please subscribe. Until the next one, and don't forget, enjoy.